I'd like to tell you about chemistry, its origins, scope, and organization. Greed. Greed inspired humanity to embark on an extraordinary journey that touches everyone today. The particular variety of greed I have in mind was jointly the quest for immortality and the attainment of bounded riches. The supposed road to both was the manipulation of matter to provide elixirs to overcome bodily illness, for the realization of immortality, and recipes for the conversion one of more or less anything resembling gold, either in color, as in urine and sand, or half, as in lead, into gold itself. Neither aim was ever achieved, but the Thales tinkering with matter by the alchemists provide them with a considerable familiarity with it and provided the compost, often literally, from which a real science, chemistry, was to emerge. The particular instrument of the transition from alchemy to chemistry was the balance. The ability to weigh things precisely put into humanity's hands the potential to attach numbers to matter. The significance of that achievement shouldn't go by unremarked, for it's in fact quite extraordinary that meaningful numbers can be attached to air, water, gold, or every other kind of matter. Thus, from the attachment of numbers, the study of matter and the transformations that it can undergo, the current scope of chemistry, was brought into the domain of the physical science, where qualitative concepts can be rendered quantitatively and tested rigorously against the theories that surround and illuminate them. Weighting matter before and after it had undergone transformations from one substance to another led to the particular concept that underlines all conceptions in chemistry: the atom. The concept of the atom had floated around groundlessly in human consciousness for over 2 millennia, ever since the ancient Greeks had speculated without an iota of evidence for some kind of ultimate indivisible particulars greatness of the world. Their speculation became grounded in science in the hands of John Dalton, who through the analysis of the weights of substances before and after reaction drew the conclusion that the elements, the fundamental building blocks of matter, are composed of unchangeable atoms, and that track could be kept of them as one substance changed into another by the simple expedient of weighting. Atoms are the currency of chemistry. Almost every explanation in chemistry refers to them, either as individuals or strung together in the combinations we call molecules. Atoms are the constituents of all matter. Everything you can see and touch is built of atoms. As small as they are, it's quite wrong to say that they are invisible to the naked eye. Look at a tree, you are seeing atoms. Look at a chair, you are seeing atoms. Look at this page, you are seeing atoms, even if this page is on a screen. And now, touch your face. You are touching atoms. Touch a fabric. You are touching atoms. Of course, an individual atom is too small to see, but matter is built from battalions of them, and the swarming battalions are visible to the naked eye as the substances we surrounded. There are just over 100 different types of atom. Each different type of atom corresponds to different element. Thus, just as there are the elements hydrogen, carbon, iron, and so on. So there are hydrogen atoms, carbon atoms, and iron atoms, and so on. All the way up to the most recently discovered element, which in 2013 is the wholly useless and exceedingly short-lived 114th element, livermorium. To be precise, it's element 116, but to that proceed it await discovery. The key idea in chemistry is that when one substance changes into another, the atoms themselves don't change. They simply exchange patterns or enter into new arrangements. Chemistry is all about divorce and remarriage. Thank you for watching.